And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Green Bay Packers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Just shy of 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
That's out quickly to London. And he'll get it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Back-to-back good plays. Have him on the move on first down. Here's Penix. He's going to drop this out to Robinson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Bro, come on, bro. He was sitting there. He was just sitting there, bro. Like, I had that right there in the perfect plan, bro. No, he wasn't there. Come on, man. Let's ball, bro.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing.
Yeah, going short. That's all he's doing is throwing a short line pass.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. And this is caught at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's in the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Yellow, 43. Ultra.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And a strong run. He'll take this all the way down to the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one. Just respond as you just noted.
3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. There it is. The defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
Ready.
Firing quickly out wide as well. Great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 7.
Let's see.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Let's see.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown.
Thank you. Thanks.
Defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And looking to throw, Penix. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll throw with Penix. They'll get this into the hands of Hodge. Touchdown, Falcons. Kadarius Hodge, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs for different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Koo to kick it off. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Shot 17. Strike.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. The Packers at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he's going to gain first yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
That was fourth and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't fourth and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Smack, red. Blue strike. Ready.
Here's Love.
Bro, he standing and they do that, bro. He just hit my receivers.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. Right
Stretch. Sauce with the front.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A good run there off right tackle and an old school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
To the air, Penix. Caught out left side by Robinson.
Bro.
Taken down, but not before he gets into
Just take a short game all day.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
First down. A gain of 15. First down.
A quick throw out wide to Mooney.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to
You know
stay
what?
on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And inches. At the Packers, 39.
Give up the middle to Carter.
Bro, what the?
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate
All right,
his way
y'all.
down inside the 30. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Looking to throw, Penix. Looking for Grundy on the out route complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first
I
down.
swear.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Robinson on a give right side.
Good job.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. He'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they hold him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up to throw.
Come on, bro. I was knocking that out. Yo, come on, bro. You messed up my whole you dig, bro. You tweaking.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will do it for this first half.
Child, we got on 10. It's like
A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. How they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to
hey, come on, bro. Not going to do that.
But get started out and start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Bro, come.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go. Black 40. Smash. Red. Hut, hut.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 59 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Shoot, what you doing? You can just run the ball, bro. You ain't doing nothing.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's out of
Nah,
bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He finds his man, complete. It's Parsons. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Field. Black. Ready?
Love. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Ready.
Throwing. Love. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Blue striker. Set. Blue 30. Fly blue. Needle blue. Hut, hut.
Now Love. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown. De'Ami Brown. A 22-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra from McManus is good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this
Nothing but
drive.
just low pass.
Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure
Yes, sir. The defense, fellas.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On third down, Penix from the gun. Checks this one down to Robinson. He's into space past the 25. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20.
Honestly, it did throw low.
A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And a screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Penix working out of the gun here. Toward the
Set that. Yeah. Oh, come on, man. What you trying to do? Field goal? Let's go, man. Good defense, fellas.
A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in his 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And this one over the back line of the end zone, where they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Down. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Right. Ready.
They'll run for it with Pacheco. Oh, he sheds himself free. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? There for the offense getting it done.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
Ready. 43 rounds. Check smash. Set.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. To throw now, here's Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Parsons. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead.
38. Ready?
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Once more, it's Pacheco. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Well, fires that quickly outside. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuck the run.
Here's Penix. And this throw
Some talk about it, man. Yeah. Yeah.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And
defense, fellas. Oh, yeah. Defense, fellas.
They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Okay, ready?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Ready?
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock and nurse this slim lead. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Let's go now. Check, smash. Ready.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
Went the wrong way.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Black Ultra. Hey, go Fury. Hut.
Here's Pacheco once again. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3 and out.
I'm not going. I'd rather get them score a
The
field goal.
offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Love now.
Come on, bro. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. That's my fault. I'll take that one.
Up the first. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And nothing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down. Big wide receiver complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight 1-point game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And looking to throw, Penix. He's going to drop this. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to recover some, but the clock's still rolling here. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Here we go, Shaq. 79. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let's go.
They'll look to throw.
Let's go. I think that's what it's.
Incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. On the bootleg, it's Penix.
Let's go! Let's go!
Cannot wiggle free. They stop it at the line on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
Take them 3.
The Packers are going to win this football game. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and reassess where we are. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go now.
Love. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Here we go. 10 black. Black ultra. Steel black. Ready.
Now Love. And that will be
That's my fault.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On now is the Packers punter. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
On that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
Oh, that was injury for me?
Well,
Oh, that's crazy work.
Come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. This is Robinson.
Yeah.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He can hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Big time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here we go, 1st and goal.
7, let's go now. 19, Lion. 70 Rangers.
He's back to throw. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Penix to the air once more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive and make sure you're smart in doing so.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. They get this out left. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's set.
Here's Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
That's my game. Should I never do that? I should have never threw that. I should have stayed with what I was going to do.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game.
I'm looking at close games, bro. Like some of this stuff, I should definitely do.
Gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they